Hi everyone, it's Abbey here again from TV4Education, back with another YouTube Live teaching you how to search for resources on TV4Ed, and in this session I'll be showing you how to create a video lesson, and this time it will be on the subject of proper nouns in English, so not proper nouns, just nouns in general in English, so describing a person, place or thing in English for Year 5 students, although it can also relate to other grades, whether that be grade 6 or grade 4. So if you think that that is something that would benefit you and your students, or maybe just another teacher at your school, make sure to join in on the session. If you have any questions for me, pop them in the chat to my right and I will get to them as soon as I can. And if you're watching this after the YouTube Live is over, feel free to pop any questions in the comments below and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And also feel free to comment any suggestions you might have on any subjects that you want to see covered in these YouTube Lives, where we look for resources on TV4Ed or where we create video lessons on specific topics. And also make sure to check out the description where you can find our links to our help articles as well as our social media, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. Make sure you follow us over there for the latest news and updates. You can also find our FSI community user group below, where you can chat with us and other users, partake in Q&A sessions and also videos exclusive for that group. And also make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you can be notified whenever we go live or just whenever we upload any kind of video so you don't miss. Okay, so sorry about that, just looked like we had a little technical difficulty, so we'll get right into the session now. So I will take you through to my screen, and the first thing we have to do before we create a video lesson is actually search for the content that we want. Obviously this is different for everyone. You can create the lesson first, then search, or you can just search for the resources beforehand. For the purposes of this, I'll just create the lesson first, just so as we find content we can add it there, rather than adding it to our My Items and then copying and pasting it later. Just make the process a bit easier for us today. So if you don't know how to create a lesson, just go to the top left corner where my cursor is, and when you click that button the menu will come up, and just go down to Smart Classrooms and Create Lesson. I'm going to put this in a new tab just to make life easier for myself so I don't have to go off the home screen. And once you do that, you will have this screen come up for you, and it just asks you to enter the lesson name and description. And once you do that, you can click Save and it will create your lesson for you. So you can just say nouns in English, and then maybe in the description you can put English lesson for Year 5 students. And then you can also say Miss Thorpe's class. Whatever it is that you want to say in here. You can edit this as much as you want, as many times, doesn't matter. So once you click Save, that will come up with the name and description for you. As I said, if you want to change it, you just click the Edit button and you can change it as much and as often as you would like. So now that we've done that, we now have to add our content. So how you do this is you go to Add Resource here. And you click that and you'll be brought to this screen where you've got different tabs. So if you want to search for TV4Ed video, TV4Ed tab, curated YouTube tab, regular YouTube tab. You can also upload your own files if you have some PDF files maybe, and you can also add some URLs to maybe articles that are relevant to the subject, and you can also add your own text as well if you would like. So before we do any of that, we actually need to find the content that we want. So I can go to Smart Search and I might just type in nouns, and I can see that there is some great audio content that I might want to play for my students. So if I click on this, I can either add it to my items, or I can share it directly with my students, or just play it directly to the class, however we want to do it. But because we are creating a lesson today, I'll just copy and paste the title. This is the easiest way to go about it, but you can do whatever you want. You can type the title in, you can add it to your My Items, however you want. Because it's a TV4Ed video or audio, I will go to the TV4Ed tab, paste this in, click search, and now that's come up. So I can add that to my lesson. Now I can edit this, so let's say I want to edit the title. I can do that, so I can just get rid of all of this here if I want, and I can just call it this if I want. And you can also enter a hint. So this can be anything. This can be a hint to the questions or anything else. If you're making a resource list, obviously you don't have questions. You can just say this video relates to the first 3 questions, or you can say please listen to this and complete question 1 by Friday. So you can type anything you want. It could be a hint to the question, or it could just be a little note that you want to give to your students. And as before, you can edit the title and the hint in this video as many times as you want, as often as you want. So you can also clip the video here. So let's say you've got one question relating to this video, and it's only in the last, say, half of this video that question is really answered or relevant. So the first half of the video isn't really relevant to your students. You can save them some time by actually creating chapters in the video. So I can go to the halfway point where, let's say, the content is that I want to show my students, and then I can, then I can go to this button here where my cursor is, click that, and that will start the chapter. And then I'll just go right until when I want the chapter to end. So let's say I only want them to watch about 5 minutes or so. Then I go to that section, and then I click this button here, and then I give the chapter a title. So I can just say chapter 1, you can call it whatever you want. And then once you've done that, you just scroll down here, and it will also give you the time that the chapter starts and ends in the program. Click create chapter, and then once you click save, that will save that for you, and then you can just exit out of this, and now your students will only be able to see this part that you've chapterized. You can also put multiple chapters in if you want. If you want another chapter later in the video, you can also put more in if you want, but we'll just create one chapter for the purposes of this. Now when your students go to this, see it immediately skipped to the section that you want to play for them. And if we go forward, you can see that it only let me play to a certain point, so your students will only see the parts of the video you want them to see because you've chapterized it. You don't have to do that, but it's a handy tool if there's certain parts of the video that you don't want your students to see. Maybe it's inappropriate or distracting, or maybe it just might save them time because not the entire video isn't relevant to the questions that they're answering. So we can go ahead and put some questions under this video if we want, or we can just add some more content. I'll add some more content. We'll go to YouTube now. So I'll click the YouTube tab here, and because I've already got something typed into the smart search bar, you can see that stuff's come up for me. So you can click on this video. It's called Proper and Common Nouns. Maybe you've watched this video before and you liked it. So once again, you can just copy and paste it, and you can pop it in here. So we'll go to curated YouTube because that's where we saw the video. We'll copy and paste it, and you can see it's come up for you. Okay, so you can just add it to a lesson the same way you would any other TV4Ed content. So the difference here between curated YouTube and regular YouTube, regular YouTube is everything that is currently available on YouTube that you can search through TV4Ed. Curated YouTube is the same, it's just the content has been curated by our TV4Ed team, so you won't find any inappropriate or irrelevant content in there. It's all educational and based on the curriculum. You can add from either, there's just 2 separate tabs, so make sure you click the correct tab when you are creating your lesson. So you've added those 2. You can now add some questions if you like, or you can add more videos. I'll add some questions right now. So what we'll do is we'll create a missing word question first of all. So you can say a noun is a person, place, or, and then you can I want my missing word to be after the word or. So I just click add missing word, and this little line will come up. So you just click on that and you just type whatever the missing word is in your box. So you can say thing. And then you can add a little question hint if you want. You can say answer in video 1 or whatever it is that you want to say. You can say anything you want. And then once you've done all that, you can click save question, and you can see that the question is down here. Now, as you can see, I've written in here answer in video 1. This question relates to the top video or the top audio clip. not this one. So if you want it to be underneath that video, there's no problem. You can just click the up button here and it will position it up under that video. And you can also do this with these videos too. So I can do that with this video. You can do that with both videos and questions, so they're in the correct order for you. You can also edit the questions after you've written them as many times as you like. And if you want to delete anything that you've added to this lesson, there's no issues. Just click the little bin button on either the questions or the videos, and then that will delete it for you. You can always add it back later if you would prefer. So I can add a different question. I can say, do a multiple choice question, and I can say, which of these is not a proper noun? And you can create as many answers as you want. For this purpose, we'll just do 3. So we can say person, place, thing. So then you click the correct answer. You can write a hint as if you want. I won't for the purposes of this. And we'll just click Save Question. And then you can see the question is down here. So they can click on as many as they like, or if there's just obviously one correct answer, they only need to click on one. And then the last kind of question we have is a yes or no question. So you can click Add Options and then go to yes or no question. And this is the same, very much similar to a multiple choice question. Actually, now I think of it, with our multiple choice question. Oh no, I did correct. I wasn't sure if I selected the correct answer, but to select the correct answer, you just click the little cross and that changes it to a tick. And if there's multiple correct answers, you just click multiple if you would like. And only 3, so it won't come up with 6 options because I've only typed in 3. So you can type in up to 6 or as little as 2 or 3 if you would like. So now I'll add a yes or no question. So this works very similar to a multiple choice. You just click yes or no. So in the question, I'll just write, is London, is the word London a proper noun? And then I'll click yes because it is, and then click Save Question. So you've got some questions there. So we also create our own video lessons in TV4Ed, where you can search through our smart lessons, or you can request them yourself. If you don't want to create one yourself, I've shown you how easy it is to create one yourself. But if you would prefer to have us create one for you, you can also do that. So if I go back to TV4Ed, the TV4Ed home screen, I'll show you can also search through our lessons. So you can either scroll down to the bottom here, and you can see the Smart Lessons tab here, and you can search through that way by clicking View All if you would like, or you can go to the Lessons tab here, and you can search through that way. So we have 3 different kinds of Smart Lessons. These blue ones here are resource lists, so they don't have any lessons. They don't have any questions, sorry. The purple ones are study guides, so these are videos accompanied with an Atom study guide, and then the green ones are the video lessons. So if I just type in here English, and then maybe year 5, we can see what comes up. So you can see that this is a video lesson. You can add this to your library if you want, and then from there you can actually edit it. So if I add this to my library, I can actually edit it. So if you see something on nouns, or just something that would interest you in general, you can see you've got nouns here. You've got 2 different videos that are relevant to nouns. This is searching both the title and the description and the tags. So if you add those to your library, you can actually go to your My Items. Once you add things to your library, it goes to your My Items as well as your school's collection. And you can see I've added these, so I can click on this. So this is made for year 1 students, and my students are in year 5. So once you have added it to your My Items, you can actually edit this this lesson as well. So you can add questions or change the questions that are there so they're a bit more advanced. You can add or delete any videos that you think aren't relevant, and add some more that you think might be more relevant to your students. So you can do that. You can use our pre-made lessons in the Lessons tab, or you can also request lessons. If you go to your Requests tab, if you go to your mailbox, go to TV4Ed Requests, and then go to Topic Requests, you can also request a lesson with us. So you can say that you want a video lesson for year 5s on nouns if you would like. So if I go to my mailbox, which is in the same menu that I looked for the Smart Lessons, I go to TV4Ed Requests, make a request. If I go down to Topic Request, I can request a video lesson or a resource list here. So I can type in, what the target age group is. So I can say year 5. If I've got the curriculum code, I can copy and paste it in here. English, and then lesson aims, I can say understanding nouns. And in additional information, I can say video lesson, please. And then you can say how many questions you want, how many videos you want. You can say, be as detailed in that box as you would like. And then you can click submit, and that will send it to us, and we'll be able to get a video lesson back to you that will also be published on our with our existing video lessons, so other teachers from other schools can access it. All of the video lessons currently on TV4Ed are either extra lessons that our research team have created based on the Australian curriculum, or they are specific lessons based on teachers' requests from different schools all around the country. So that's all I have for you today. I've shown you how easy it is to create, to search for content on this topic, both on TV4Ed and YouTube, as well as on our smart lessons, how to add this all to a smart lesson, and how to add the questions along with it. Once I save this smart lesson, I will add it to my items, and from there I can share it with my students if I would like. So we've gone through all of that. I've also shown you how you can search through our current smart lessons and use those, or add them to your My Items and edit them for your students if you would like. Also how you can request them from us if you would prefer to do it that way. So with all that being said, that's all I have for you today. So as I said at the beginning of the session, make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel and ring the bell so you can be notified when we go live. And also when we upload any other kind of content, and check out our description as well. That's got our help articles down there, all of our social media, so you can keep up to date with everything we're doing, as well as our FSI community user group, so you can get in contact with us and other users, and also access some content on there that is just for that group. So I'll see you later in the week for another YouTube live session. If you have any suggestions on what content you'd like to see me cover, and how to show you what content you want to see in a smart lesson or in a resource list, make sure to leave that in a comment below, and I'll add it to my list so that I can get you the content that you want. So until next time, have a great day, everyone.